Hello everybody and welcome to Photo Flash. This is a short and sweet little mini project that I've decided to do for you all today. We should be able to complete this entire game in one video. And even if we take our time, it really shouldn't take us that long. In fact, if you're playing the time trial mode, you can complete this game in less than 15 minutes if you know exactly what it is that you're doing. If you're a little bit older, like myself, you may or may not remember a set of Flash games that were available on Newgrounds back in the day called Frank's Adventure. And that is what this game is based off of. It's very, very similar in concept to that, but it is a heck of a lot cleaner. It's kind of cute. The things that we're going to be doing are family friendly, and I have also turned the nudity off. If you're looking to buy this game for yourself, it runs for about $2 on Steam, and it does come on sale. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a complete disaster. Noodle Tease is a pinup magazine, but I don't have any pictures. It's all noodle and no tease. The next issue comes out tomorrow. I'll be ruined if the magazine comes out with nothing but articles. Listen, you're the best photographer in the game. That's why I called you in. Nobody even comes close to you. If anyone can pull this off, it's you. I need you to go out there and get me 10 pictures for the next issue. I'll give you $100 per pic that you bring me. Sound fair? I'm counting on you. The entire fate of Noodle Tease is in your hands. Now get out there, you shutterbug. Alright, so the basic premise of this game is we need to go out and find 10 girls who are willing to pose for us and come back to sell our photographs. Each girl that we find will be asking us to do a different task, and we just are going to need to go around the map and find everything that we need to find in order to complete our task. So it's kind of like a big scavenger hunt in a way, is a good way to kind of think about it. So we need to eventually one day get some soda out of this machine, but right now it is broken. If you press the start button, you'll have your cell phone. You can save, change the music if you have any. Right now we do not. You can look at what you have in your inventory. You'll be able to look at the photos as you collect them from each girl. You can see that there's 10 here. And we can also make some phone calls. We're only starting out with about $50, which is not going to get us very far in this game, but we will be able to get some more money as we sell our photos. It's sort of dealer's choice as to where you want to go first. I'm going to just make note of the location of this fix-it man, as he calls himself. If we bring him something broken, he can fix it for us free of charge. So he's right at the starting area, and if we just move across the street going south, we'll actually run into our first girl here near our office. Would you mind? I'm trying to beat this game. I don't have time to bother talking to some random guy. See what you did? Now I have to start all over. Why are you still here? What do you even want? So if we ask her to pose, she'll actually be able to help us as long as we do something for her. There's a new game coming out that I would like to get. The thing is, there's no game stores in town, so I usually order them from a catalog. I don't have any current catalog. How can I order the game without one? My condition is that you go find me one. Well, she's sort of half telling the truth, because even after you bring her the catalog, she's gonna want you to actually buy the game for her. So her photo does not come very cheap at all. She's probably one of the last people that will actually be getting a photo from. And the first thing I guess I'm gonna do is I'm going to fix the soda machine. There's also a screwdriver over there, and I can't grab it right now, but I'll definitely need it for later. So I'm going to be heading west onto the screen, and you can see that there is a notepad and a baseball hidden behind these hedges. Now you do have to sort of maneuver your way around in order to get items, obviously, and sometimes it can be kind of confusing to figure out where exactly it is that you can go. So sometimes you kind of have to follow hedges until you find an entrance. So that pad of paper that I just found is actually a support number that we can call in order to get our soda machine fixed. I might as well just do that now while it's on my mind. I can do this at any time though. It is not important to fix the machine right away. 43893. Okay. So let's go ahead and dial that number. We can call about a broken machine, and as soon as we call them, they will let us know that the machine is magically fixed, even though we were standing right here and nobody came to fix it. Now, because you will be returning to the Noodle Tea's office often in order to sell photos, once again, that is something you can do at any time. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to follow the beach, and I'm going to follow it as far as it'll go. I'm going to grab another baseball. Now, there are a lot of baseballs on the map. There's 20 of them in total. Don't feel like you can't pick them up because you'll lose track of them. Most of them are very, very easy to find. Even my first time playing this, running around blind, it wasn't difficult to find them all. So I would just recommend picking up the baseballs when you see them and keeping track of your count, which you can do just by looking at your inventory. So this fella here is tired of eating kale, he's tired of dieting, and he's looking to get himself a burger, which we'll just have to keep in mind for later on. This girl here, we can talk to her, and she'll tell us that a monkey stole her helmet right off of her head. How am I supposed to drive around without a helmet? It's just not safe. Hey, are you busy right now? Could you help me? Tell you what, if you help me, I'll help you. Bring me back that helmet, and you found yourself a model. Alright, so she will pose for us if we agree to bring back her helmet. This guy here will be looking for his dumbbell. I'm not going to talk to him just because his dialogue is really, really long, but we'll have to keep an eye out for his dumbbell somewhere along the way as we adventure. And further down the beach is another girl here. There's nothing I love more than practicing my swing on the beach. Hearing the crack of the bat and seeing that ball soar off into the distance. Nothing beats it. Yeah, someday I'll be a pro. What brings you to the beach with that camera? I bet that you're some kind of tourist. Actually, I'm on contract with Noodle Teas. Fun. Hey, how about I pose for you? I just need to go pick up all my practice balls first. They're spread out all over town. And we can agree to pick them up, seeing as how we've already started. She'll tell us that there's 20 of them in total. And we just need to talk to her once we have found all 20 of them. Which again, most of them are kind of in our path. They won't be difficult for us to find. There's another one right here, speaking of the devil. This lighthouse is locked. We need to come back to that later. You can see that there is another girl here over by the lighthouse. We can talk to her. I just had the best workout. It's the perfect day for it too. What can I do for you? Well, ask her if she wants to pose for a magazine. What, like right now? I still need to wind myself down for my workout. I haven't even prepared my post-workout health shake. It sounds like fun. I just need my post-workout health shake first. Could you gather the ingredients? The shake is made of a carrot, a banana, and kale. That doesn't sound very good, but yeah, sure, I'll get right on that. We already know where to get the kale. We need to go and find the guy on the beach a burger first, and he will exchange it with us in order to get that. You can also squeeze underneath this tree and the hedge to get over to the other side. We'll get ourselves some matches, which we will need. And we'll get ourselves another baseball as well. There was also something on the other side of the beach, so I'm going to walk around and grab that. A shell. We've got a pretty healthy collection of items at this point. And we haven't even really explored that much of the map in the grand scheme of things. This beach area is climbing with girls. Here is yet another girl on the side of the beach. This is Cynthia. She's a surfer. There's this cool surf move I've been working on. Maybe you could photograph me doing it? Sure, why not? There's only one thing. There's something I need in order to be able to pull off the trick. There's this rare mushroom native to Sala City that has performance-enhancing properties. I took one once, and it was the best surf session I've ever had. I know the only way I can pull off my surf moves is if I take it. Could you go get some for me? I gotta stay here to keep up my practice. I don't remember what they look like, though. Not a problem. There are actually multiple mushrooms that we can find. Make sure you go to the very end of the beach to pick up another one of Flam's baseballs. So at this point, we have a couple of stores. We've got the Island Ramen store. We've got a blue mushroom here, and there's also a dude sleeping behind the ramen shop. Either you guys are triplets, or I'm seriously fucked up right now. Yeah, day drinking in the sun. He's looking to get something to sober him up real quick. Alright, well, I'll see what I can do. We could actually go into the ramen shop and find yet another young lady. Everyone except me took off today to see Kitara in concert. I couldn't find a replacement. I bought my ticket and everything. Instead, I get to stay here alone and microwave old ramen for customers. How about you? Could you replace me? It would only be for a few hours. It's a pretty easy job, too. Unfortunately, we have our own job to do. Of course, I understand. It was worth a shot asking, though. Are you some sort of photographer or something? I'd work for Noodle Teas. That sounds way better than being a waiter at a ramen restaurant, I'll give you that. Here's an idea. I'll pose for the magazine if you can find me a replacement for tonight. You know where to find me. I'll be right here. Not like I can go anywhere else. Alright. We will work on finding her a replacement wherever it is that I might be able to find a replacement for her. And then just outside the ramen shop, there is a gigantic maze. And I'm not remembering if I can actually get in here. I think I have to do it from another entrance. But there's a few things in that maze that I would like to get, so I'm going to have to get in there somehow. Over here, which is just north of the sleeping guy and the ramen shop, is a clown, and he is selling bananas for $25 each. We can actually buy multiple bananas from him because we need more than one. We need one for the smoothie for the one girl that we talked to, but we also need another one in order to get the helmet back for the girl on the beach. Unfortunately, right now I can only afford one banana, but remember where the clown is because you will need to purchase more than one banana from him. There is a battery behind the pool in this house. Not a house that we could go into, but we can definitely just walk on in there and steal those batteries. There's a creepy old man outside of the bikini shop. I was there spotting cuties. It really gets me going, but no, apparently that makes people uncomfortable. Yeah, I would say so. Hey, what are you doing with that camera? Anything interesting in there to show me? Not for you, creep. No way! Noodle Tease is my favorite magazine. Come on, show me the goods. Nope. What a buzzkill. I thought you and me were the same. I really did. Not really. Well, now I'm all hot and bothered and I can't even go back to the bikini store. I need a release. You gotta bring me something before I explode. Wow, yeah, creepy. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, we do have to help this guy at some point in order to sort of complete our tasks. I think I've actually visited most of the places that we can see in this area just above the easternmost side of the beach. I'm gonna make sure to pick up this baseball. And if I'm not mistaken, we actually need to go up a screen in order to get into the maze. We'll be walking through all of those trees up there in order to come back down. So now I just need to find my way into the maze and then see what else I can find along the way. So here we are back on this screen. I didn't talk to the person over here. There's a little old lady with a gardening hat that we can speak to. She's missing her husband, and she mentions some daffodils. So just keep that in mind for later, because we actually do have the ability to buy her some daffodils. Over here at the post office, there is another mushroom that we can pick up. So here's a green one. We already picked up a blue one. I also need to make sure to grab this baseball. And look at that. We have another girl hanging around here. Are you the paparazzi? Then you can fuck right off. I ain't got time for you guys right now. Whoa, okay. No, just a photographer. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw a dude with a camera and assumed, you know. Those fucking parasites are everywhere. You're that rock star, right? Yep. Kitara, that's me. I'm in town for a concert at the Sala Music Hall tonight. What about you? What are you doing walking around with a camera like that? We are looking for models. No shit. That sounds like fun. Oh, really? Would you like to be in it? Normally I'd have to get approval from my manager, but fuck it. Why not? This could be fun. Awesome. I like your style. I gotta find something first. I lost my lucky locket. It was a gift from my sister, and I never go on stage without it. Alright. I'll give you a hand. Will you? That's really chill of you. Meet me back here if you find it. It can't be too far away. Well, I know where to find you, so you are actually just sitting behind the concert hall where you're giving your concert. And as you can see, we've also made it back to our headquarters. So we're actually being pretty thorough in our exploration of the map here. If we go in between these two houses, just north of where she is, there is a monkey in this tree. And it's the one actually holding the helmet that we need, that one of the girls has asked us for. So this is where you would take out your banana, and you could exchange the banana for the helmet. And we are about to get our very first photo, because now that we've got the helmet, we can bring it to the Fix-It man that I pointed out earlier, sitting just outside of our headquarters. And I forgot that I actually need to show him the helmet. Let me take a look at this. Ah, yes, I can fix it. Just give me a second. There you go. Good as new. Thank you. How nice of you. So that's one task done. I believe she's over this way. Here you are. Here's your helmet. Sick stuff, man. Is it okay if I pose on my moped? Say cheese. Woohoo. And all of the girls are actually named after musical instruments, and this girl's name is Ukulele. Bit of a musical pun. So now we can get back some of the money that we spent. I went in the wrong direction. We need to go back to our boss with the photo, and it's totally up to you whether you want to return the photos once at a time or whether you want to sell them all at once. But money can be scarce at times. I usually like to bring in photos kind of as I get them, depending on how far away I am, and there are just a lot of cases where you will need the money. So to me, it's worth it. Did we go over here yet? No, we didn't. This is just a random lot with nothing in it except for a baseball. It's always worth going in between houses if you see an open area. More often than not, you're going to be able to find stuff. Over by the Flamingo Hotel, we have another mushroom. And we also have a robot here. Now, the robot is out of power, and as much as I would absolutely love to put the battery in that I found, I actually cannot do that because I need a screwdriver first, which I don't have access to at this time. Over in this park, we have yet another baseball. And if we talk to this little girl selling flowers, we can buy a daffodil for her, or from her rather, for the little old lady that mentioned wanting daffodils earlier. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, the little old lady is actually going to give us a very useful item. And so rather than explore more of the map in the other directions that I haven't explored yet, I'm actually going to go and find that lady. She's not very far away. She's just over here, a couple of screens down. And she's going to give us a pretty useful item. So here's your... Wait. Oh. I wasn't standing directly in front of her face. I was like a millisecond away. This brings back so many memories of Daryl. Have these shears. Daryl used to use them to cut flowers for me, but I'm pretty sure they can cut through anything. Thank you. We are going to be using those shears to get into a top secret government controlled area. And we should be able to get the screwdriver that I want by doing this. So we're back on this screen here. This is where we found the support number and our first baseball. I actually didn't finish exploring the rest of the screen. I looked mostly over at the beach. But there's a couple of other areas of note here. There is a cafe where we can go in and buy ourselves some coffee. And then there is also another mushroom in this yard, and a fella here wearing some 3D glasses who will call himself the Mushroom Guy. And we're actually going to be giving him all of our mushrooms here. Get ourselves a little bit of a Mario reference here. If we give him the red mushroom, you'll instantly grow double your size. So most of the mushrooms he is going to keep for himself. So you just keep showing him mushrooms until we get the right one that we need to go and give back to that girl that we talked to earlier. A buddy of mine took it once. He said it made him feel like he'd been given an extra chance at life. Super sick stuff. Could I have it? Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, that's all the mushrooms that we have, and we have not found the correct color of mushroom just yet. But we will be coming back here shortly. So at the top of this area, you can see that there's an opening to the fence that this government agent will absolutely not allow us to go through. This area is off limits to civilians. That information is top secret. Get out of here before I decide to blow your head off. I won't even get in trouble for it. Okay. Better not screw with Mr. Agent there, but what you can do, if you have the shears in your inventory, is you can come up to the fence and you can use the shears to cut through. This area has a lot of trees, so just take your time exploring. I would recommend going to the west first. There's also the fella's dumbbell that he was looking for, the guy on the beach. So we got ourselves a baseball, a dumbbell. And if we go all the way to the west, you can also see that there is an alien here. I've been standing around forever. Are you with the government? Nope, just a photographer. Just great. At this rate, I'll never get off this stupid planet. Is there anything else I can do to help? The saucer's Gigatron fell out flying over Sala City. I was gonna go out and get it, but that guy in the suit told me to just wait here. It's been hours. So we are going to go and find the spaceship part, which I guess has just randomly flown off somewhere. You can see that we are now underneath where the flower girl was standing. And if we follow the path all the way to the south here, we will be able to grab ourselves the screwdriver. And we also picked up, I think, 3 or 4 of Flam's baseballs in here. So this area had lots and lots of baseballs. Make sure you explore thoroughly. We will be back, obviously, to help out the alien. I think that's about it for this side of the map. I just need to find this fella here and give him his dumbbell back, because we did manage to get our hands on that. My lucky dumbbell, you're the best. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to pump these guns. Good luck. And we got ourselves a poster. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's the poster that we're supposed to give to the guy that's standing in front of the bikini shop being a creeper. So I guess I'll go do that, even though I don't really want to. If it is for him, it will allow us to get another photograph. Nope. Okay, it's a poster of a man. Can I look at it? Unfortunately, you can't look at it, so when it says poster, it kind of doesn't really help you. But it was worth a shot. Now, unfortunately, from where I'm standing, I actually can't get any more north on the map, which is where I need to go. There's a whole portion of the map I still haven't explored, so we need to go do that now. Might as well fix the robot while I'm here, since I went through the effort of getting the screwdriver. So you need to open the battery compartment and then put in the batteries. System initiated. Hello, human. I am programmed to serve humans. Please issue a valid command. And we're actually going to send him to work at the ramen restaurant. Very well. Now installing service work drivers. What time shall I input as shift start? We want to make sure she gets to the concert on time. And we can now go back to the ramen restaurant, speak to her, and she will be willing to give us a photo. So this is where we made it last time. There's the little girl selling flowers, and I didn't explore anything above where she was standing. So on the upper portion of the map here, we have yet another beach. And here's another young lady willing to talk to us. I was having a nice swim when these 3 kids ran off with my clothes. Now I have nothing to change into. And she is going to ask us to go and find her clothes for her. So she's missing her shirt, pants, and her socks. So 3 different kids that we need to find. Keep walking along the beach and we'll find this guy grilling up some burgers. If you found the matches, we'll be able to give those to him. And he will give us a bugger, spelling error, but yes, he will give us a burger, which we then need to go and bring to the guy over on the southern beach. There is a purple mushroom here. Pink, purple, whatever you want to call that. I believe that is the mushroom that we can give to the lady, the surfer lady. There's a chick standing over here. Have I got a treat for you? As a world-renowned treasure hunter, I know a thing or two about adventure. I came here for vacation, but god damn is it boring. I need excitement. So I prepared a contest. It's an open-ended scavenger hunt. Should you feel up to the challenge, you will have to go find 3 very unique things scattered on the island based on my descriptions. If you can manage that, you will win the grand prize. The grand prize is whatever we want. So she will agree to pose for us if we can find the things that she's looking for. I want you to go and find 3 items for me. The items need to fit the descriptions I'm about to give you. The 3 items you should bring me are a gold token, an image of vanity, and a creature's home. Good luck! Well, we already have the creature's home because we have found the shell. So we can go ahead and give that to her. There's another baseball here. And if we keep following the path south, we'll run into another woman. Not so loud. Keep your voice down. They're probably listening in right now. Are you sure you weren't followed? Not all is as it seems in Salah City. There's a cover-up in progress. I have sources deep in the government that have tipped me off to the situation. They won't get away with this. You don't understand. An actual UFO has landed somewhere in the city's vicinity. I've actually seen it. You are not wrong. So she's not very happy that we work for the magazine, but regardless, if we get her a photo of the alien, she will exchange that for a photo of herself. So we now know exactly what we need to do to get her photo. We've got to get the missing piece of the spaceship and then bring it back to the alien, get a photo, and bring it back to her. So now that we've reached this side of the map here, this is where we can finally get to that maze. And the maze is kind of the last part of the map that we haven't been to. It takes so much effort to actually get over here. So let's see if I can walk around without getting lost. There are some baseballs in here. I think probably the last baseballs that we need, in fact. So there's one here. We also need to go and speak to this rabbit that's sitting in the middle of the maze because he has a carrot, which is one of the ingredients that we need for that workout smoothie. And he's going to ask us trivia questions, and I don't recall the answers off the top of my head, so we'll just see what we're doing here. Where did carrots originate? I have no idea. But it's okay. You can just mash through the dialogue and pick what you need until you get the right answer. So apparently carrots originated in Iran. The second question is going to ask what the largest producer of carrots is in the world. I'm going to guess China, which is correct. What is the name of Beatrix Potter's carrot-eating character? And the answer is Peter Rabbit. So he's going to give us a carrot. Excellent, thank you, wonderful. I pretty much have everything I need in order to get that smoothie up and running. I have to go buy another banana, and then I have to trade the burger for some kale. And then finally, don't forget to come to the very, very end of the maze to this house. This will give us the alien object that we need in order to help the aliens with their UFO. And if I'm not mistaken, is that every baseball? Yes, it is. So, at this point, we have a lot of what we need in order to get these photographs that we're missing. We can go back to the ramen shop and talk to the girl there. She will give us her photo. We can turn in these baseballs, get another photo. And how much money do I have on me right now? I have $65, which means that I can go and buy another banana from that clown. A bit of a long walk here, but we found our way out of the maze. We'll never have to go in there again. We got everything that we needed. Now we just sort of need to navigate our way around the rest of the city here. So I think the ramen shop is probably the closest thing to us. I know it's pretty nearby. So we could probably go and talk to her and get her photo. Did you manage to find a replacement? We sure did. I'll get to see Kitara in concert. Who is it? Is it anyone I know? Actually, it's a robot. Huh. I always knew a robot would take my job. Oh well, at least I get to enjoy the concert. But first, I owe you a photo. So there is yet another photo. This girl's name is Clef. So not too bad. Pretty easy. I do have the right mushroom for this girl. I don't know if it'll actually allow me to give it to her, though. Unfortunately, we cannot because we have to bring it to the mushroom expert. Kind of a shame because I've given him every other mushroom and I can actually tell her for certain that it won't kill her, but I understand not wanting to take that chance, that risk. So we still need to get her smoothie. Let's see if I can find that clown anywhere. I think he's over on the next screen. There is also an achievement to buy 10 bananas, but I wouldn't recommend doing that until you have expendable income and you don't need money for anything. You only need the 2 bananas for the game's objectives. I do wish that there was a faster way to get around. I know in some of the other games that this was based off of, you could buy sneakers to make you go faster, which would be really helpful here. So we're gonna go find the guy all the way over here. He is going to exchange with us a burger for a piece of kale. And once we're over on the other side of the map, we should be able to make her the smoothie that she wants now. We'll give this guy our pink mushroom. This is the one that we can give her. So that's the one mushroom he won't take from us. Over here in this little area with a billboard and a garbage can, if you look inside the garbage can, there's actually one of the boys that took that woman's clothing. So we're able to get the shirt from him. And if you read this billboard, we're able to call Marna the Medium at 56172. Now, we don't have the money to call her right now, I believe, but we'll call her anyways. Yes, we need $100, which we actually would have if we returned the photo that we took to our boss, which might be worth it. Seeing as how the building is right here. And I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head that I actually need money for. So we could go ahead and call her again. I need to go back to the screen anyways, because after we call her, we can go and return the object to the alien. Alright, $100. What do you got for me? Are you ready to hear the location of what you seek? The spirits are whispering in my ear. This is what they have to say. On the beach, in the sand, lies the key to success. And that's it. They're gone now, I'm afraid. Well, I know that this information will be of great use to you. Thank you for your patronage. Goodbye. So the key is actually on the northern beach at the very, very, very end. And that's a little out of our way right now, but we will be going there eventually. Let's go back to the alien. Give him the part for the ship, take his photo, and that will be yet another thing crossed off of our list. I still might make it back in time to pick up the kids from space school. Thank you. If you were to accidentally take a picture of me, the Galactic Council wouldn't have to know. Thank you. We got a cute little picture of an alien. We can return that to our super paranoid friend. Although in this case, she's not wrong. Now, how much money do I have on me right now? I have about $40. I wonder if I'm able to go into the cafe, because in the cafe here, we have our catalog that we need for the girl who's looking to order a game, but I also want to order a coffee. And the combination of the coffee isn't something you're going to know until you find out later on in the game. But I think just for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and order this coffee now. We'll talk to the girl behind the desk and order ourselves a coffee. The combination for the coffee that we need for the storyline is the Golden Valley Bold Blend, small size, with 1 milk, no cream, 2 sugar, and a little bit of cinnamon. So fortunately, that only cost us about $10. Pretty cheap. It's gonna be a little while before we can actually hand that coffee off. So next up, I think I'm going to speak to Flam, the baseball girl here, since we have brought back all 20 of her baseballs. Here you are. Pretty simple stuff. We've got ourselves another photo to sell to our boss. And now I'm going to just be finishing a couple of things that we're missing. Right now, we're not actually missing a whole lot of stuff here. If we check the post box beside the post office, we can get ourselves our second pair of clothing that we need. And the only thing I think we're missing now is her socks. And the socks are by the bikini shop in this bush, I believe. Yeah. So we now have all her clothing that we can return to her for yet another photograph. We can give our surfer girl her mushroom, and we know for sure that it won't poison and kill her. It's the correct performance enhancement mushroom. And we'll get ourselves a cute photo from Cynthia. Now, I believe I actually walked right past the workout girl. I did, so I just need to backtrack a little bit and speak to her. Because we have all the ingredients for her smoothie, the carrot, the banana, and the kale. You can bring them to her one thing at a time or all at once. It's totally up to you. For me, I just thought I'd carry them around until I grab them, so she's got everything that she needs. And as promised, she will give us her photo. This is Symbol, is her name. Again, loving all the music references. And I completely forgot because it just exited my brain, but I actually could have taken care of this drunk guy quite a while ago, because this is who you need to give the sober up can to, which was one of the first items I actually grabbed in the game. So once you give him the can of soda, he will give you a coin, and we now have the remaining items that we need to give the treasure hunting girl, and we'll get her photo as well. So at this point, we have pretty much everything we need. We'll only be missing 2 photos, and they're probably the 2 more painstaking ones to get. We still need to deliver the catalog to the video game girl at the beginning that we talked to, and we also need to find the musician's locket for her. So we need to give her the shell, the gold coin, and she's the one that we give the poster to. You got all the items and completed the scavenger hunt. Wasn't that fun? You won fair and square. Here's your prize. Why, thank you. And this is a photo of Trompette. And then finally, we can return our alien photograph. Here you are. This picture changes everything. My life's work has been validated. The truth will no longer be silenced. Now to hold my end of the bargain. Even I have my wild side. Is your camera ready? Zyla. Why, thank you. Much appreciated. Now we need to go and head up towards the beach, and we need to follow it all the way to this side, and a key will appear once you've phoned the psychic and paid $100 for that tip. This key will open the lighthouse, which of course is on the opposite end of the map on the other beach, just to make us walk around a little bit more than we've already been doing. I have found all of your clothes, madam. Here you are. I've got your shirt, your pants, and I've got your socks. You brought back all of my clothes. Thank you. You really made my day. I'm good friends with your boss. I was headed to his office after my swim to be in the magazine. Hey, look at that. I saved you a trip. Violina. I love that her eyeballs are hearts, by the way. I think that's very cute. If we look at our photo album, we are now only missing 2 photos, as I mentioned. And we should be able to wrap this up pretty quickly now. All we need for the video game girl is some money. And if we return our photographs, which I suppose I should do right now, seeing as how I've just walked by, we'll get ourselves $600, which is more than enough. So we will go ahead and show her the catalog. I can't afford that game right now. Could you buy it for me? I'll pose for you after. The limited edition cartridge is $200. Nice! I can't wait to play it. Alright, take your picture, whatever. I'm just gonna keep playing my game. We actually lost money on that deal because remember, our boss only pays us $100 per photograph. Alright, the very last photo. We need to get into the lighthouse. So this is where we would use the key. We could talk to this guy in here. I locked the door so I could be left alone. Why don't you grab me a coffee? I've got this pounding headache. Caffeine withdrawal is a bitch. And then this is where he will tell you his complicated order of coffee. Which fortunately I've already done. It's our very last item in the inventory. So we managed to get him the correct cup of coffee. And he will give us the old dirty magazine, which will go to that dirty old man. And spoiler alert, the dirty old man has the last item that we need. Now, for some reason, I always kind of get turned around as to where the bikini shop is. Fortunately, I found it. It's right here. Go ahead and give him the dirty magazine. And we will be able to get her locket. And that's it. Aside from some of the miscellaneous achievements in this game, we've managed to get all of our photographs. If I can remember where the heck the girl is, I think she's just up a block from here. Yeah, there she is. I knew you were around here somewhere. Here is your locket. You're the fucking best. I'll make sure not to lose it again. Alright, now let's get our photo shoot on. Alright. Our last photo from Kitara. And once you return all of those photos to your boss, that is it. The whole game is over with. That's all of them. Hey, you're right. Good job. I knew I could count on you. Our next issue will be the best one yet. Pack your bags. As a reward, I'm giving you an all-expenses-paid vacation to the big city, Ludopolis. And that's it. So then you get your credits rolling. Like I said, a very short, sweet little treasure hunt slash scavenger hunt game. It actually took me a little bit longer than I thought it would, just with reading the dialogue and whatnot. But still under an hour. Hopefully not too long of a video for some of you. It's always nice just to do these little short projects every now and again. And hopefully I'll have something a little bit more substantial to show you all sometime soon. That is it for Photo Flash, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you like these little one-off, longer mini projects, because I could definitely do more of them. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one.